Okay, so hello, I'm Carrie Katz, and I'm a creativity coach. And I've started a new life. If you've been following me a little bit, there's no one watching right now, so you might catch it on the replay. But I thought I would vlog today about really living your life in terms of on your terms for the creative soul that we have in all of us. So these are my tips to live colorfully and out loud and boldly, so that you can sort of get unstuck if you need to, and really be a potential for yourself. So tip number 1, get off your couch. So if you're not doing anything, the best thing is actually, they say fake it to make it. So I would say that would be the case, in terms of just getting yourself going. And so that means showing up, like me doing this now. I've been spending all morning and afternoon on trying to figure out a new website. My website is Co-Creative Coaching Corner, or carriekatzcoaching.com. But I want to change it all. This is a new life. This is a new me. So that's what I'm planning to do. So show up, leave your living room, take yourself on an artist date if you've done the artist way, and just embrace the blue sky. Take a walk. Just get something going. So even when you're feeling stuck, even just a little bit of movement would be very helpful. Number 2, celebrate your wins. So this is something I know that a lot of my clients don't do a lot of. And this is to celebrate who you are, but more importantly, the small victories that you might have. So that would be, anyway, celebrating your wins is a very personal thing, but it would have to be something that is meaningful to you. So let's say I used to, in university, I started this. I would do well on an exam, and I promised myself if I did well and I did an exam, I would go and buy myself a new pair of earrings. Now, they weren't very expensive. I had a little budget, but it was enough to kind of celebrate me. So whatever it is that you need to do to do that, give yourself that pat on the back, internalize the pat on the back. Number 3, stop the chatter. So what is the chatter? That's the negative stuff that stops you. That's the negative thinking that might stop you. And this is specifically about the things that are happening in the subconscious mind. So some help for that actually is meditation. Just sort of paying attention to your negative self-talk, the doubts, and if you can reframe it to something positive, that would be really, really helpful. And that would be affirmations. Number 4, and affirmations, before I go into affirmations, you can write them yourself, but if you Google affirmations, anything that you're taking a negative and you're twisting it into a positive, lacking, and then turn the lack into something positive. So I would definitely recommend that. Okay, number 4, see friends. So this is about being self-isolating. So it's not about distracting. It's about finding people who are really nourishing you in some way. So surround yourself with the positive people in your life that really believe in you. So if you're finding yourself with people who are not believing in you, it's not great. It takes a lot of energy to deflect what their thoughts on you and their lack of belief. When people believe in you, it raises your endorphins. You're smiling, you're laughing, you're feeling light. Your energy is good. If you're with people who are, so when I say see friends, it's really about the friends that are feeding your soul in some particular way and not draining you. And they're really happy to see you do well. Sincerely on your side. And something else is number 5. 5 is your body. So eat well. And that means that any kind of, and that could be, also the overindulgence in either alcohol, recreational stuff, staying up too late, all the things that are taking away from your health are distracting you. So eating well, you are what you eat. So I would definitely say. And respecting the vessel that you're in, that self-love goes a long way in and just giving you the energy you need to do what you need to do. And if that's hard for you, just one meal at a time. So that would be if you had a really nutritious, good meal that you weren't exhausted at or feeling greasy or whatever, that's a win. That could be one of your wins, and you would celebrate that. Number 6, stretch yourself. So this is really about getting out of your comfort zone. I know all about that. And so getting out of your comfort zone is definitely doing things that make you a little bit uncomfortable. If you're shy, going to networking meetings. If you're not shy but always using your energy in being external, take some quiet time. So it's really about growing. So if you'll know when you're growing, you'll know when you push yourself to something, and that's for sure. And there, just to remember, in terms of the stretching yourself, it's just about taking small steps. So maybe you're learning a new instrument. Maybe you're taking a course. Maybe you're going on more dates and you're online. Maybe it could be anything that's really stretching yourself, but that the sense of the win is that you have learned a new trick. Your brain is working, your exhilaration is working, and if it's external or internal, it's still a win. And again, you get to celebrate that. Number 7 would be, it's also about your body, and it is about being in the country and or exercise. So these are 2 things that release natural endorphins. Nature, trees, absolutely, like studies show the people who have a little contact with nature, it changes them. And then the same thing for exercise. It releases stress, it increases happy endorphins, and it keeps your body and your blood and everything flowing, and it's a win. It's an easy win. It's like, you have shown up. You've shown up for the physical. The mental is important too in terms of exercise. So if you, from playing an instrument to reading, learning to, mind exercises, even bridge or Sudoku, whatever it is, the exercise is physical, mental, but it is about showing up, and consistency is good. Number 8, any of these could be number 1, just to say, community, connection. We are social beings. We are living in big cities or small cities, but if you isolate yourself, you're not in community. And community is not family. It can be part of your family, but it's the broader sense. That kind of community and connection is really important, a place. And also, it's like think local, act, think global, act local. So basically your commitment to where you are and the people around you will feed back 100 times to yourself. The fact is that we need community. We need a sense of belonging, of people who make us feel welcome and supported, and that we can support. That investment, it's the lifeblood. It's everything. And number 9, I would say number 9 would be self-love. Now, maybe some of these, that covers a lot of these other things, but I would say for number 9, self-love it's not just about the negative patterns. It's about just realizing that if you have empathy and compassion for yourself, you will be able to put that to someone else. And I can't say it enough because, and people have said, talked about it tremendously. It's not a new thing. It sounds selfish, but it's the most generous thing you can do, is to have love and empathy and then spread it, and not judge others, because you're not judging yourself. All of the judgment and stuff happens internally first. If we have love and compassion for ourselves and our flaws, we can feel generous enough that reverberates around the world. So this is me signing out. Thank you for, if you catch this on a replay, if I see it hasn't been replayed, I may not save it to YouTube, but if I see people like it, then I will. Thank you.